Hey gang, well, if you Jesus Christ, good vocal fry. What up, folks? So, this is the unedited bass tour. It's not unedited, but it's very lightly edited bass tour that Bill took us on, and we go to the bass, we go to the old bass, blah blah blah. Just want to tell you one thing for people that didn't know, blah blah blah. Anybody sees this, we beat the game before we ever started posting gameplay. So you're going to see us fully kitted. We got late tier weapons. We got full all that shit. That's because this is post. We're doing this way far ahead of what y'all saw earlier today with the Home Sweet Home episode. So just wanted to give y'all a quick, just wanted to say that so nobody got confused. And yeah, this is a jumble of shit. We're talking over each other. We're having a fun time, and I didn't edit anything. I just synced the audio up, made a couple little cuts here and there to cut out some real lulls and stuff. But other than that, it's raw, uncut, director's cut shit. So hope you enjoy it. Thanks. Do a little bass tour for the boys.
So before we get started, what I want to say is that a lot of what you saw already has been upgraded through time, like over the course of the last couple of days or playthroughs that we were doing. I changed some of the
interior
wood interior. I changed some of the interior, the exterior. I never was finished building, and I probably, if we do continue playing on this server, I'm probably never going to be finished.
Well, the base, when we built the base, it was like day 130, and we beat it on 350. So this is what they saw. There's 200 more days of adding shit to this one.
Yes. So a lot of the things that you see, like this tower right here, this was added much later, and I thought I wanted something that we could see when we were sailing up, kind of like a lighthouse.
Yeah.
And this was kind of what I came up with, and it just looked so cool. We decided
solid.
I decided I was gonna put another one over on the other side over here.
Yeah, there's one over there too. Yeah.
Right. This is the tour of the front yard. Okay, so we'll begin the tour now. Matter of fact,
we should start in a boathouse probably.
Let me eat.
Yeah, I got a little bit of food too, just in case I fall or something.
Yes, this was one of the first editions. Was this boathouse? The first edition. It was something that I wanted to kind of mimic the boathouse that we had at the original base, because I really liked the design of that. As you can probably notice, some of the walls and kind of like
the cross slats.
Yeah, it kind of looks exactly like how but it has this.
It's like a smaller version.
A much smaller version. We couldn't figure out. Well, I couldn't figure out how to get far enough out to make it exactly the same with the kind of like to port inside.
Yeah.
So I just did kind of like a little room, and then the off ramp that ended up working out really well. I think that was Leland's idea, was just make it like this.
Yeah. Well, there was no other way. There was no other way to get it done.
We have mounted our first serpent that we killed right
That's
here.
Right.
It was a very easy, actually. I think he kind of swam a little too close to the shore, and we just
the harpoon
just beat him
Abyssal.
up with the harpoon. Oh right, yeah, we did do that.
Yeah, dragged them up to shore. They're helpless. Let's go over to the garden.
The garden was a later addition.
Much later, like one of the last days.
We were gonna keep the garden at the old base and just use the garden there, but we started finding carrots and
all
turnips
shit, yeah.
and more hay and stuff. So we went ahead and we added a little garden here. It's not really got much dimension to it. It's really kind of just a plot of land.
Standard.
I liked this tree. So I made it part of the garden. And then I put all the bees over here. Over time, we only had like 2 bees to begin with at the beginning of the game. Then we started finding more, and
found the majority of them when we came over here.
Yeah, Leland gets a hard-on for bees, too, so he was super...
I like bees. I'm a beekeeper. Keeper of the bees.
His little wiener, like, flicks a little bit when you say bee or you mention a bee.
That's right, my little bee wiener. Goes, where's Timon?
Timon perished.
Timon is perished?
So we had a pet hog. You'll see later in later playthroughs. I ended up finding.
Damn, he did, didn't it?
He's actually of a third generation. Well, not really. They weren't related at all. The first Timon we got was killed by a flock of bats.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right. We had a second Timon too, which I don't remember what happened to him. But then third Timon, he's not here anymore. I
really thought he was in the tower last time we synced him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
what happened to second Timon?
Timon Jr.
Timon Jr. So
Love this wall.
Yeah, this wall. So the wall just
saved our asses.
Right. This is one of the most important parts of the build. So the wall has been upgraded since it was built. I added these stone columns much later, much later, almost towards the end of our gameplay, so that we could kind of walk, and it gives it a little bit of like an actual castle wall feel.
I was about to say it's very fortress-like.
Right. I put this step over to I wanted to be able to walk around the entirety of the wall, because at first we were just jumping up at certain spots.
Yeah, like to get ourselves killed.
Like this spot right here. That I think there's
I think it's somewhere around here. You can jump on. Yeah, you can do that for sure.
Yeah, and it was really difficult because you would fall off and then you would have to go back, and so I really like the idea that I can. And obviously over here, this was also another one of the first additions were all these spikes. Because if you notice. If you notice over there, over yonder, where all those deer are, those pretty deer, you see some gray dwarfs. Well, they would always come over here. See, look, there's one in the water right now.
Think, sick with it.
There you go.
Absolutely sick with it. Go ahead. So sorry. This is your deal.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So these spikes, we didn't think that these spikes were gonna really.
Hang on, just 1 second. Bink. Poof. Go ahead.
Were really gonna work, but they ended up working really well. Every time a Grey Dwarf would swim over here, the dude would just swim into these fucking spikes, and every day we'd come back from a little adventure, we'd see like fucking piles of just Grey Dwarf parts. You can see right now. You can look right there. There's a Grey Dwarf eye.
Yeah, I was just about to say that there's mob parts in the water.
So that was pretty much the only spot that they were really trying to get over.
Yep.
So, I mean, it ended up working out really well.
Oh, yeah, we have this little dry dock here as well. It's nothing to note, but...
Yeah, this is a dry dock. This is when I figured out that I could use the hoe to modify the ground underwater.
Oh.
So because this was originally what I wanted, was kind of just like a dock for the boats. Just a plain old dock. But then I found out that I could lift the ground up under the water with the hoe and build an actual structure, because everything I tried building, you know how difficult it is to try to build underwater.
Impossible.
It's basically impossible. So yeah, that came a little later, and then I saw somebody. This came much later. I saw somebody do this on YouTube, and I was like, "That's such an interesting idea." So I kind of copied him. If I could remember his name, I'd give him a shout out, but I don't know what his name is.
It's such a good pull. I loved this little detail.
Because now it really adds to the port, because we got an entire port now. It's like we got the boathouse over here, we got the long dry dock, and then we got the kind of the boat out. Well, that would technically be the dry dock. This is just a pier.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Right. Man, it would be so cool if you could break those logs and it just slid. Oh.
Right, and have it slide down. Yeah, that would be sick. So really, that's mostly just for show. But I wanted to build a sundial, but I couldn't for the fucking life of me find a good enough picture online to get it right. So I just kind of gave up on that.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember Sundial Day.
Sundial Day. I was talking about it a whole episode, and he's like, "Just fucking build it." And I was like, and then this was I think actually before the boathouse. This was the first edition, obviously, because we needed to have our our forge installed.
Of course.
So
Of course.
I wanted everything kind of like incorporated, seemed like, and like, you know, fluent, like believable. Yeah, and then the hearth out here, I wanted it to be kind of like a forge. Like I kept having the idea of like Skyrim in my head when I was making this.
Of course.
And then obviously the smaller details like this jute that was added a little later once we started going up into the mountains.
The jute brings it all together. I can't lie. It's red, so it like pulls your eye. It's nice.
And you probably saw this in the episode too, right here. So the crafting table is actually right on the other side of this wall. So I was able to put the tanning rack and the adze outside, and because it, you know, it really wouldn't have been able. It really wouldn't have looked good inside. And then I put the I'm stuttering a whole lot. I put the logs.
You're fine.
Put the logs right up here on this little platform that I thought also would add a little bit of aesthetic. I even mentioned that in the video too. It's like a little.
Yeah, I love it.
And then here's the stone cutter table.
It looks so cool, the stone cutter.
In fact, actually, I don't think I've built more than maybe 2 stone cutter tables. So this could be the original stone cutter table that we first made, or at least the parts of it.
Yeah, we didn't have one. We didn't have one. We didn't have one at the old spot.
I used this all for the outer wall perimeter. I would just break it down and move it, and then move on to the next one.
Well, there you
next
go.
Section.
The OG cutter.
Yeah. And yeah, we keep all of our stuff out here. This has been changed a little bit to accommodate for the black metal forge.
Yeah, we got the circle forges over there.
Yeah, the kins were closer, and then once we started getting more black metal, we went ahead and we just built this circular thing. This was at the very end. This was like when we were fighting that final boss.
It's everything too. We got a lot smelted. Remember all the silver?
Yeah. This also was Skyrim inspired right
love
here.
This thing.
Yeah, this
really love it.
This was another thing that I really am happy that that it came out exactly the way that I wanted it to look, because
it looks so good.
We just had a bunch of portals like just around. I don't even remember what it looked like to begin with, but I wanted one.
You just had it was this bottom tier, and they were just kind of spread all around here, which I liked as well.
Yeah.
But this is solid.
Right. And the stone of power, I think, is what it was when you go and you get your voice or whatever. You learn a word. The word of power.
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, of course. Right. I was just saying it reminded me of Skyrim because it was fucking medievally looking, but of course the little walls for the word. Oh yeah.
Yeah, and we kept forgetting the goddamn names for the portals. So I put them all right here. I don't even think they're... See, like, some of them probably aren't even the same anymore. Like silver.
Yeah, they probably don't work anymore.
Silver probably doesn't work anymore. Or mid-north. I don't even know where that goes.
You should have put fucking Foos Rodal on there.
Yeah, so that's the outside, and then also, as you can see, like, as we started getting further into the game, I added these stairs and like these columns on the side to like make these like a little bit more, because it was just if you notice right here, it was just kind of like a little small slope, and we kept getting caught on it, so I built that. And then I also built this much later too, these little stairs right here to like get up to the forge.
Everything for when we're encumbered, pulling metal off the boat.
Right. This was Timon's house. As you can see, his food's in there, but I think he might have accidentally fell over the side.
It's treacherous.
You can get him. Yeah, I don't know what
treacherous.
happened to him.
And we should have penned him. It's our fault. We just had him free roaming, free range pig.
Yeah. Well, all the other animals that we got ended up dying somehow.
Did perish.
So.
Yeah, not very good husbandry, man.
After we found the these aren't the original doors or panels right here,
right.
or even these columns. This is after we found the tar, and then I went ahead and I replaced them because I really liked the idea, the aesthetic of the.
Love it.
Just the added detail, you know.
It's so good. It is so good.
And the door. I waited so long to get this fucking door because I just thought that the regular door was just so boring looking.
Terrible. Yeah, terrible.
This is our crib.
That's it.
All right, let's take a look on inside. All right, as you can see, wipe your feet.
Yeah, all right.
Wipe your feet on the
That's so
doormat.
funny.
Yeah. Do like
I'm
a
noticing
little-
half
here
this
we go.
shit for the first time, too.
Yeah. All right. So, where to start first? We can start over here. This is our little
What is that
crafting
guy
area,
at?
as you see.
Oh, Drake. That's
What
right.
is
That's
that
right.
guy
That's
wearing?
right.
Oh yeah, the Drake. So I like details. I like ornaments,
course.
and I like furniture. It really makes it feel lived in. Obviously, the artisan table was after. I mean, like it was the last day that we played. I added that.
Did they update that?
That was.
It looks so much more than I remember it looking.
I don't know.
Shit dripping and everything. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, and then the spinner right here.
All right. Right.
Leland,
For the flax, right?
Leland's black banner right there because he likes the color black.
I do. Yeah. Yeah. Below the waist only.
Little workshop over here. This is where the magic happens, I guess. I don't know. Well, I mean, there's other places where magic happens, but this is where we.
Well, there's 2 beds upstairs.
Yeah, there's 2 beds upstairs.
Oh yeah, the sound. The sound. Hang on. Let me hit that good. Hang on. Oh, I only had one thing. God damn it. Go ahead.
Okay, and so this right here, you
Love
probably
this.
saw me building this. It's ended up being such a useful design, the way that it's
Oh my
curved
God.
in, because you really don't have to move very far before you are able to access the chest.
It's so good.
I had, you probably saw in the video, I had a bunch of torches lined up, but they kept going out and it started using a whole lot of resin, so I saved up for this standing iron torch. It does sometimes get in the way. Then I ended up building kind of like a little platform that
Oh yeah.
that was kind of cool, and it kind of added a little bit of depth to the area, kind of making it feel a little bit more cluttered. But that's what really the problem was that it was super cluttered. And but I love the design of the storage area.
So good. So good.
It was super. I think I actually ended up trying to organize it by alphabetical, but then I just got bored and I was like, no, it doesn't need to be all that. So,
There was also one chest for every single item, and we had decided at one point that was getting a mid-bit confusing, so we did group some shit. The pelts and shit
yeah, and
like
then
that.
you can see we got like a swamp chest, a mountain chest,
Yeah.
an ocean chest, a mistlange
Because
chest.
if you do every item, it's a bit concussive.
I ended up making a mistlange chest because we stumbled upon. I think that's actually in the
Oh,
video. We
yeah.
stumbled upon like a little island of mistlands, and we couldn't.
That's right.
So
That's right.
yeah, and pelts.
I totally forgot.
I got all those. Special items. I think that's just like things that I couldn't. Oh, there's a bee in here. I didn't.
Oh, funny.
I didn't notice that.
Oh wow, look at that. Queen bee.
Yeah, and then
Oh, yeah, the special is a bunch of shit we don't even know what to do with, right? Like a torn spirit,
something.
thunderstone,
Yeah,
the fuck.
It's just like things that you don't really have a place to go.
Oh yeah, we got windows here as well.
Yeah, the windows, the shutters. So I saw somebody use doors as like actual like window shutters. So I thought that was a
Love
cool
it.
idea. Then over here, we pointed this out at the very end of the video, right here, the fermenters.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It was so perfect. I thought to put these two here because the tap, the spigot right here that goes right over the side, and I really thought that it kind of added a lot of
Really good.
believability to that.
Yeah, it's really good.
The cartography table, I thought that couldn't go anywhere else, honestly. It's
perfect.
But it is perfect. It felt like an actual Viking choice
Exactly.
to make, to put the
That's right.
the cartography table like right here in the middle. We come in and we just we make
Eat here.
eat here.
Just
Yeah.
eat here on this little sliver, and then go play in battle.
When we got the long table, I tried putting it in here off camera before Leland was in here, but
Oh.
it filled up too much of the room, and
Is that right?
I was like, fuck it, we
That's
don't
a
really.
shame.
We
I bet you it looks so cool.
And besides, like this there, so the kitchen, one of my favorite areas. This, like I said, I
Love
built this all. I built the house basically around the fireplace. So I started with the fireplace. I wanted a really, really cool fireplace. We didn't even discover that the iron cooking station could cook the big meat until much later. We still had the regular cooking things on the fire all the way up
that's
until
right.
almost the very end.
That's right. That might not even be recorded.
Yeah, because we thought that
Right.
the oven was gonna be. So the oven, this was an.
Oh, that's right.
This wasn't even on purpose. The fact that the oven fit right here and we were able to make it blend in with everything, it just was so perfect.
It's perfect.
The way that it
Yeah,
worked
it is.
out. The banners, you get the blue for Leland, or the, which one were you? You're the blue.
I honestly can't remember who was, but probably that one.
I
Yeah.
don't know. And then,
I'll claim blue, yellow.
and it also
well,
had.
those are actually my actual family crest colors, so yeah, that would make sense.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And the hearth, it had a lot of inspiration from the previous hearth from the last base because we used to put the troll head above the fireplace, and then we got
That's right, yeah.
the bone shield and everything. I don't think you got a good view of it in any of the videos before it got destroyed, but
Well,
it kind of
got dolly whoppered.
yeah, unfortunately. But then you could probably see this was where all the food was stored in the video. That
Oh yeah.
But we were running out of space because we realized everything that was used for cooking, and we just didn't have anywhere to put it. So I decided, well, there was an exit over here to get out the back. But I decided to just go ahead and move the exit right here, and then put the food storage in kind of like a little pantry section, and then
Exact, because having it over there would be a fucking bitch.
right, yeah, exactly.
Be such a pain in the ass.
And our little dining table right here. Me and
Love it.
Lynn, we got our little
Okay.
the pots and pans
Hang
right
on.
there. And,
Okay, hang on. There it is.
I tried to add the pots and pans closer to the hearth, but that's
course.
still a really good place for it because it's right next to the
Wow.
stove, and
They're giant
yeah,
pots and
they're
pans.
huge. Yeah, and then
Some of the biggest pots and pans I've ever seen in my life. Oh yeah, the thrones.
right here. Oh yeah, we got the thrones. This is our this right here.
Oh yeah,
is-
the
yeah.
trying to make it a coat.
Yeah, I saw some.
What a hog shit.
I saw
Such a hog shit trophy.
I saw somebody do that in another video I was watching for building ideas, and I was like, oh, that's just we'll just make it a
I
coat.
love it.
Yeah.
I do love it. But my God,
Right. So and then
what was in here? Oh yeah, arrow chest.
yeah, that's
right.
the arrow chest. That's where we come in and we put in our needles or any arrows that we found, and then of course over here we got our throne.
Love it.
You probably.
Love this area.
Yeah, I couldn't really find a good place, but this ended up being perfect. It was just a chair and a table, but I found out that the thrones added an even higher level of comfort to the house. So I went ahead and
We got all these racks all over the floor.
right after we bought what we needed from the trader, which was just the belt and then the circular.
Anything. Trader stinks.
Yeah, well, we still haven't gone to him to get the chicken eggs. That's really what I thought was going to be available, but that ended up
Yeah, but
being all the way till the last boss.
Yeah.
So by
Stupid.
then we,
stupid.
you
And is it confirmed he has them right now too?
hmm
Okay, so you went over there and did check.
yeah, we could probably go there now and get some, but
All right, good.
Be
fucking irritating.
All right, so that's
I hate that there's no.
That's the first level, and as you could probably tell, I just really like unique and interesting designs, like crooks and crannies, and just it feels real small but big at the same time, where everything serves its purpose.
Depth.
It's got a lot of depth, a lot of detail into it, and
That's right.
the carpets. I love the carpets. I kind of sprawl them out and make them catty cornered
Yeah,
and
it's nice.
turned to those, just so that it adds just a little bit more level of detail.
Especially deer hide. It's such a non-factor. Put them anywhere you want.
Right, and these smaller, if you'll see what it looked like before we started adding more detail. But then, if you come up here, this is one of my favorite rooms. It's the transition to the staircase. All right, we've got a little closet here, and then we've got our
Very nice.
armor stand, just a little, maybe a more or less a trophy room, but not really. We haven't really added much to this stuff yet. These are fairly new. We use the serpent scales, and I added this armor stand just recently, and
Well, this is like if you know like if you're sleeping up there and you're in your skivvies and then there's some shit going on, you run down here, you put your armor on, you
Right.
grab a shield,
Exactly.
run out,
See, we kind of like a little RP going, you know.
get busy.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, get busy.
And then
Good RP.
now we're going to the actual magic room here, where
Love it.
the magic happens. This is the bedroom.
With us exclusively.
And
look at this place.
This
I love
this
this spot.
balcony. This balcony was by design. I wanted a balcony overlooking the hearth and downstairs, so I really like the
good.
idea of the open room with you know, not separate doors or anything. It did kind of start out like that, and then you got our little closet right here. With this, this is where we first were storing everything until we got the bigger chests, and then we had more for more personal items. And of course, like throughout the playthrough, I was adding like a little detail here, like the coins on the table and the healing meat and the food, and then finally we got the the hot tub. That was difficult to get in because it was actually going out because it needs to vent the smoke. So I'm kind of bummed that I had to add this little piece right here, but it doesn't look bad.
Oh, it looks good.
Yeah, it doesn't look that bad.
I never even noticed that. I like that quite a bit. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And here is, I think, the perfect spot. This was going to be just a balcony, but we ended up making it our home portal. So anytime that we ever get lost somewhere, we just build a portal. And if, like, the portals get fucked up, this portal will always be home. So I'll never change the name of this portal. So if at any time we ever need to use a portal to get home, this will always be connected to home, so we can just come right back.
Oh, that's right. You did that after the Grand Portal debacle.
Oh yeah,
I remember that
hopefully you got that.
Because I couldn't get home.
Yeah, there was something really
That's right.
fucked up going on with
That's
the
right.
portals at one point. So I was like, we need to make a dedicated portal that we know will take us home no matter what. So
That's right.
yeah, I don't know what
That's right.
happened, but we ended up making like 3 portals with the same name or something like that.
Some goofy shit.
And
some goofy
we just
shit.
could not get back home. We were literally trapped.
Yeah, we were.
This, I don't know what these are called, the divider. This was actually, this was kind of just an interesting way to give my section and Leland's section, you know, its own area, but at the same time, we're still, you know, in our open room up here with the little living station and with the beds. I'm so happy that we got the beds. Once we were able to build both of them, I was just so excited, and it added so much more detail.
Yeah, it's so good. And comfort.
And comfort, yeah, that added much more. So you can probably see a set of stairs right here. It's actually nothing. It doesn't lead anywhere. There was a door right here.
Oh.
There was a door right here.
Oh, that's right.
And
that's right.
And I noticed that when I went up to the roof, there was a section that was open, and there was actually above, because you can see the hanging ceiling, right? That actually went into the upper ceiling, and I was gonna add something up there, kind of like a little secret room. But there was just,
I remember that.
Every time you went up there, your camera would get super close to you, and you couldn't see anything. So I ended up just closing it off, and I left the stairs there. So that actually,
I do remember that.
That doesn't actually lead anywhere. But
wow.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Such a good spot.
Yeah.
Let's go over to the old spot.
Oh yeah, we'll go over to the old spot. So
really show them the damage.
There's the back door. Yeah,
well, a lot of it's probably falling apart too, because you were breaking shit and taking resources from it, doing all that type of stuff. So it's probably.
I kept going back, and so this goes to.
Oh yeah, altar. Yeah, we should just leave that, and then we'll just run there. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. Oh.
Yeah, it's close.
I have something in my inventory that I can't bring.
I think I'm pretty cleared out. Oh yeah, I don't have my megging jord. So weird. Megging jord, I think is how you pronounce that.
The megging fighting.
Megging. I know, dude. Very flim. You'd think they were Middle Eastern, the Vikings. Where are you? Did you go through the thing?
I had to put away a bronze bar.
Oh yeah. You said that. Yeah, don't scully the bronze.
Oh, actually, come in here and grab some like honey or something. Cause
yeah.
That walk through, I don't have anything.
I'll just eat some meats.
Oops.
I'll just eat some meats. No big deal.
So that's the base. That's the house. And if you come real quick, if you come in, you can actually you can stand right here at the hearth, and you can look up at the bedroom. And I just here, get a shot of me up there.
What the fuck was that?
What?
Oh, that was the fish. The fish talked. Don't worry, be happy.
I told you. I told you that.
Yeah, I know,
talked.
but we've already done this. I spent the better part of 5 recording sessions not believing William that the fish talked because I never seen it.
Every time it talked.
Last time it said something.
Every time it talked, I would tell him it talked, and he's like, "I don't fucking believe you," because he couldn't see it. So and it only did it around me for a little while. I didn't know if it was.
I was for certain he was fibbing.
Maybe I was like Eliza Thornberry from the fucking Wild Thornberries or something. I could talk to animals and he couldn't.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, Eliza.
Eliza Thornberry.
Enough of her.
All right, to the altar. Should we?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's raining. Who cares?
Then, I took to building portals around really important areas. There's one at the trader. There's one here. And
Is base? Yeah, base is the exact opposite. Base is this way.
Right.
This is my first death right here.
This is
Right
exactly.
This exact spot right here. It's the first place I died.
Still
right
have
here.
it marked on the map, huh?
Yep.
All right, so this was the journey that we took when we first started to get to our newly found base, and
yeah, it was pretty quick too. We really didn't go far to find the first spot.
Humble beginnings.
It's right here.
Yeah.
It really was. Oh,
Fuck out of
motherfuckers!
here, stupid ass.
Such non-factors.
Literally, the nothing. Leland likes the fin. What is it? The
can't remember
Frosneer.
what it's called. Frosneer.
Frosneer.
On the walk.
Literally.
Man.
So yeah.
So nice with it.
This was original. I think this is where all the trees were, and then we submerged from the forest, and then boom, as you can see it. Look, it looks like it's on fire right now. It's just fucking.
God have mercy! It is tattered.
And now it was really, really destroyed in the. It just doesn't even look. It's sad to walk up and look at it like this, but it's actually kind of a cool feeling to like.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, It's
so many memories.
Wow.
So many memories.
It is fucking buggered. And especially now because all the roofs are, so it's going to be breaking and stuff, right?
Right, like so.
Because it's all fucked.
So,
wow.
I was taking.
And then you broke shit.
I was taking parts from
materials.
it. Yeah. I was taking parts from it, and then it started falling apart with like. It started getting all like fucked up, so I took more pieces, and then eventually it just. And
it's
then
buggered.
Yeah.
Boathouse still looks all right.
So you'll see by the if Leland has any recordings of the old house before it got destroyed. I don't know if he does, but we ended up adding like a whole like over here. This and went up to like a porch area, and then this was an outside fire, and over here I really got into it. We ended up adding a back door because we kept going through the front door, and it was super annoying. And then down here is the basement, as you can see, like this.
That was the portal room. Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Wow. Yeah.
I wish it was still in its prime.
Portal.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Look,
main base.
Base. Wow.
All right.
We should break that for real.
Yeah.
I mean, in all honesty.
Well.
Man, it's crazy.
And then
it is actually pretty nutty being over here.
Yeah, and then here's the old boathouse. It just feels like a ghost town now.
Well, certainly not lived in for a while. 200 days. We spent longer at our new spot than here.
Yeah.
By far, we spent about 120 or so here, and then bopped over.
Yeah.
Soon after. It was basically right after we found it was right after we found the trader, I think. I think it was that recording that we decided, God, I'm sick we don't have that troll attack recorded.
I don't know.
Man.
So,
God damn.
So yeah, I just finished building the final touches of the hearth that was gonna be in the main base, and I was so excited about it that I asked Leland to just pop on for just a few minutes to check it out.
That's right.
And I was showing him around, and we were talking, just chit-chatting for a little bit, and then suddenly
we were chopping wood when the attack happened.
Yeah, and then
we
were like, let's just collect. Like, we were just hanging around. We weren't really gonna be on for much longer at all. We were.
Yeah.
In fact, like I don't even think he meant to get on that day.
I don't. Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
But I
don't think.
I convinced him to do it. He was like, all right, I'll pop in for just a second. And then sure enough, like it just all fucking went to shit, man. It was real,
really did,
real
man.
sad. I was real bummed about it because it is exactly the way that he said it happened. We both died, and then the troll attacked us from outside the house while we were respawning in our beds. Every single time we would go get our stuff, we would be over encumbered because we couldn't equip anything, and they kept killing us. And then the more shit that kept getting destroyed, the more shit we end up picking up, and it was a complete disaster. It was just such a disaster.
Devastation. Oh, I hated that.
Yeah, it was really sad. It's just
because it threw everything off so crazy. Because we were on a good little roll there, man. We'd been to the swamp. We had a good little roll going, and then boy,
it could not get any worse than it did.
It really just like threw a wrench because it doesn't look like it on videos. Obviously, we make it to where it doesn't look like it. But this was like a 3-day deal getting this whole thing together and.
Oh, yeah.
Operational. Took a long time.
Yeah, and like I said, the roof was even the worst part. And if you notice, I don't know if, like, you probably wouldn't notice unless I said so, but it fucking rains here almost every day. Almost every day it fucking rains here. So
it does rain here a lot.
You know, if you're noticing us always having the wet debuff, well, it's because our base literally lives in the middle of like monsoon fucking season or some shit.
I did. That is right. That it does rain a lot here. We discovered
very often it rains. It's just almost. I notice it's almost all the time it rains. But you go inside.
I wonder if that's a Black Forest thing.
I don't know. You go inside, and yeah, as you mentioned before, if on the map that we noticed that this was actually just a little tiny like flake of meadows. If you zoom in, it's like
here,
right on the very edge. It's
right on the very cusp of things.
It's just perfect. So like, it's not always like
so handy.
Because sometimes we don't play the music. I don't think of the game, but.
Right there.
I think the Meadows has the best music, so.
Of course. Well, it's not a dangerous spot.
Yeah.
Even though the boars will fuck you in the very beginning of the game when you don't have anything.
Right.
But other than that, it's a non-factor area.
Yeah. So.
But not the coolest area. Coolest area is the Dark Forest. I would say the second coolest area, Plains.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was personally kind of voting for a Plains house in the beginning, but that would be fucking miserable.
If you want to show them a little clip of like before anything was built at all in this area, you can see that I went ahead and I found this spot and I completely leveled out everything. I wanted like multiple levels, like because I wanted the stairs to come up to the house, and then I wanted the house to kind of be elevated on the inside too, but and this whole section right here was going to be a silo, and it was going to wrap all the way around. But
that's right.
When I got the inside of the house built, I kind of I just deleted about half of it, and then this ended up working. As you can see, we haven't even used all of the chests yet. So just such an efficient way to build. Anybody, if you want a really good way to organize your stuff, maybe it could have been a little bit more compact if I had put the chest sideways, but you know, because I didn't learn that trick until much later, that you could still access the chest no matter what angle it's at.
I don't like it.
But
I don't like it.
But this
that's Minecraft shit.
Yeah, this is
looks like shit. I like this.
This is probably the most iconic part of the house, aside from the.
It's
the
so
hearth.
good. Honestly, on our redemption playthrough, you should just copy that for real on whatever base you decide.
Yeah.
Just do that again.
Right.
Because it's great.
But
the only other like efficient storage thing would be just like a, you know, like store walls of it. You know, just like a couple rows of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But this is really the move. This is the move.
Right.
Yeah, it really is great.
But that's
it's a good spot, man.
That's it. That's the house. I could let us know in the comments if you want me to. Upload the video of me, because I do have the video of me just building it.
Oh yeah. You could do just like you could just 2 times speed it up
Yeah, I could.
and just post the raw.
I could upload it on your channel too, since I mean,
Yeah, you could cut it together and send it to me.
Yeah, or you could just give me the, I could just sign into the account and fucking upload it.
You could
myself.
sure, either one of those. Yeah,
But yeah,
I guess that's true.
let us know in the comments. Leland's gonna try and make this video tonight. I don't know, because it's not really gonna be much cutting or editing involved.
Nah.
It's really just kind of like a director's cut. You know what I mean?
Yep,
Yeah. There's
Yep.
really not much involved in that. If I do.
I might title it like Valheim Uncut. 2 stupids give a base tour. Boom, there it is, right there.
That's good. That's a good one. Look at you with your
There it
frost
is.
sneer.
Yeah, it's a little too frosty when you're just kind of it'd be like so chilly. Imagine how chilly your little legs would get if this is how you were sitting.
Oh yeah.
So cold.
Look at you. You're misty.
Of course, you're poisoning yourself with this. It's literally poison mist going right in my face.
Yeah, the way you're holding it, you're just like stabbing yourself. Look at that.
Well, that.
There you
There
go.
we go.
And then the wards too. That was added when we found out because
So
we
good.
didn't have the wards at first because we couldn't figure out how to get Leland to be able to.
Yeah.
Every time I turned it on, he couldn't do anything. So
Couldn't do anything. Couldn't open a door. Couldn't do shit.
So yeah, we figured out how to. That way, he actually figured that out. I didn't know it was a thing. Cause
I just looked over it and it said hit E to or some shit.
yeah, because
I was like, all right.
we don't read, we don't do anything. We just literally fucking.
We really don't, dude. We spent like 3 solid recordings not looking in the bottom right-hand corner to know we could throw our spear.
Right. Yeah.
So crazy.
Now that I watch those videos, I say to myself, like, oh my god, we probably would have done so
Very
much better if we
incapable.
would have just actually like opened our eyes.
Yeah, we jump in. Jump in both feet. We don't care if the water's cold or not.
Anyway, so that's about it. Yeah.
It's good, man. I fuck with our whole playthrough.
Yeah.
The whole thing I think was good. I just wish we took more care in audio and things because we didn't know anyone was gonna watch it.
No. Yeah.
We didn't fucking know.
Yeah.
Who cares? We were dicking off.
Yeah.
We didn't know anybody was gonna watch it.
Yeah.
That's what the Redemption Saga's for, though.
Mm-hmm.
The Redemption Saga, we're gonna fucking P's and Q's, dude. P's and Q's.
Yeah. I got a new
We
microphone.
get all wept up.
I didn't want
And
to.
then we
give
got
up.
Mistlands.
Yeah.
There's a lot, man.
That's the whole thing, and I kind of dread building another base. That's why I kind of want to just like go ahead and. But no, we could do a whole nother thing if you want, but I wouldn't mind just doing it on this.
Yeah, you'll get through it.
Yeah,
But you'll start going and you'll figure out something.
yeah. Well,
You'll figure out some kind of thing. Or maybe you just fucking go simple. Maybe do good old Minecraft dirt hut
yeah,
for the next one. Just, something simple, something not as crazy.
definitely.
Because once we get to I think the Mistlands unlocks a lot more building stuff.
It does. Yeah, you
Yeah.
get like.
So maybe we just do simple in the meadows, beat the game, go into Mistlands, and then that's maybe when we'll build the new stuff.
yeah, you get like
Because I got to tell you,
magic.
we're gonna
and
beat
stuff.
it quick.
You get like I think you get like you can cast magic or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, like you get runes.
Well, that's me.
And
That's me.
And there's a whole lot of like additions to like.
I will for certainly be Wizard Leland.
But I also don't know because I have no idea. But you can also build different things too. Like I think there's like a blackstone or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, and we'll be buddies with like the dwarves and shit. From what I
Really?
understand, yeah.
Oh man, sounds pretty sick. Yeah, I gotta tell you, we're gonna beat the base game. We'll beat it pretty quick, bro. The only thing that we are gonna get hung up on probably is finding boss tablets.
Yeah.
We spent 4 days finding Modor.
Yeah, and we got really.
But we'll
lucky.
split up. We'll split up this time because we're both good enough at the game to where, like, when Modor comes, you take that mountain, I'll take this one.
Oh yeah, that was such a fucking pain in the ass.
Hellish.
Because climbing up those mountains and shit like that, dude, I just was not about it. Like
Hellish.
I was so fucking. And then the last boss, it was on that island that we got killed on. That first fucking island that in the plains that we stumbled across. It
Yep.
was on that island. So I said to him, I was like, Leon, I think there might be a tablet on that island. And
That's right. You called because when we died, that whole thing. You were like, I think I synced one there. I was like, how the fuck?
right.
Okay.
Because I went back there by myself. I could probably try posting the video of me doing my little adventure from our base.
Oh God, that's right.
On my raft.
That's right, because you went back on the raft, and then you set up that portal and stuff, and then that's when I logged on. I was in a particular mood.
Right, yeah.
That's right. God damn. That seems like it was so long ago. It was like a month and a half.
Yeah. We could honestly probably make a little podcast like this, but just sitting here fucking talking.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't be bad. Yeah, just us sitting here chilling.
Just every once in a while, just have like a video like come out, like an uncut of us just sitting here talking about us playing through the game.
That's why the boat, I think about that with Grounded. Like, Grounded, there's not a lot of chat and banter because it's a very it's very active.
There's just...
Like, you're doing a lot of shit. But with, like, Valheim, riding on the boat,
There's way too much
chilling.
Fucking material in Grounded. In this game, you got...
Yeah.
I feel like you got the right amount of things to collect. Just the perfect amount.
Yeah.
You got metal, you got wood, you got like other various things, but like in Grounded, you got 5,000. We already got like 50 chests. We were on a second playthrough. We already got like 10 chests just filled up with random shit, and it's like I'm probably not going to use all this. But
yeah, and the building isn't one item either. It's like with this, like if you're going to build something stone, you don't need stone and resin.
No,
you don't
just
need
stone.
It's just stone. Yeah. And Grounded, you need like planks, weed stems, crude. It's like, come on, boys.
Yeah.
Let's fucking get this. Let's streamline this a bit.
Yeah.
It'll still be a good series of videos though, but I do think I'm probably going to go longer format on those to just kind of get through it a bit.
Well, that was about...
Because I kind of want to, once you get back from your secret agent mission, I'm thinking we hit 7 days, and I think 7 days is going to be a long journey for us.
Mm-hmm.
I think me and you are going to really like 7 Days to Die.
Yeah.
I think we're going to really like it. Yeah, I do.
I'll be down for
that.
Because,
it's every 7 days there's a horde. You know the premise?
Yeah. You prepare, and then the horde comes.
Yeah.
It just gets harder.
We're going to be remarkably bad at the game.
Well, there's that, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. I really, because I'm not going to say that because of the audio issues, I just felt like we really needed a base tour.
Yeah, I think base tour's good. Base tour's good for sure.
I'm really sorry that my audio has been fucked up in some of the videos because
it's all solved.
Oh man, that one section where the ghost was following us and we found the swamp for the first time
devastated me.
It was so funny.
Devastated.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
That whole section was just so funny.
Devastated me. I tried to do my best.
Ghost Peter.
But it would have been so much better.
How you doing?
I know.
How you doing, Ghost Peter?
I know. Ghost Peter calling on Ghost Troll Peter. Troll Peter calling on Ghost Peter.
How you doing? I'm in the swamp. I'm wearing a robe.
Yeah, man.
Spooky.
Yeah, it was devastating for me to see that your audio wasn't there.
Yeah.
But
I wish I could do...
It's all right, new mic.
I wish I could do a tour of the original base. I do have a build video of it, but I don't have...
Wasn't much. Other than the storage wall and a couple walls on either room and the portal room,
right.
It was a small base. I just noticed it actually when we went back. I didn't say anything, but I was like, well, this place small.
Yeah, it was super detailed.
Pretty tiny.
Though. Like I said, I like unique designs, like small crooks and crannies, and just like lots of detail mushed into like one spot, so it really feels lived in and believable. Like back in
You're a minimalist.
Yeah, well, back in the day, I would play The Sims for fucking hours and hours, and
yes, you would.
I just really enjoy building things in games.
Yes, you do.
So
you love it. Thank God. That's why we're a good duo.
Yeah. Maybe go ahead and leave it.
I don't have a problem chopping wood for hours and talking to myself.
Yeah.
And you love building. It's like it's perfect.
Maybe go.
It's like because
go ahead and leave
I hate
leave a comment if you want to see me build things. I could just make like build videos.
I tell you, I think it may be your niche.
Yeah.
I think it may be your niche
It's
because
exhausting.
you don't need to talk.
Yeah, I just gotta build.
You can just sit there by yourself and fucking build sick shit.
Yeah.
You can even nobody cares if you're doing it on creative, but I think if you really want respect,
you gotta do
like
it.
like the Minecrafters
Yeah.
that really have the respect are the guys that, you know.
Right. I saw a guy build such a huge, humongous fucking base, dude. It's
Dude,
so big that the game started lagging.
Yeah.
It's like, what the? How do you collect all? You gotta have like 10 people collecting shit for you.
It's some of those Minecraft guys are I hate to say it, prolific.
Mm-hmm.
I would say prolific.
Mm-hmm.
This is in the age of dude. Yeah, it's crazy. But that's like I don't know. I feel like the only way me or you could ever dig in like that is if we were getting paid to do it.
Right.
I just couldn't imagine. You're like, oh yeah, I worked 8 hours. I have to cook, meal prep. I got to go to the gym. No, let me go
Build something for 9 hours.
I have to go collect 15 shulker boxes full of coarse dirt and stone. You're like, what?
Right.
Can't do it. Yeah.
All right. Well.
All right.
Thanks.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Shout out to you boys, the fucking dogs.
Shout out.
Bill.
Yes. The dogs.
Yes. Y'all fucking rule. Couldn't imagine in a million years that anywhere close to 400 people fucked with me and you. So, as Bill's doing to my face. I mean, in a million years, we couldn't have imagined it. Couldn't have fathomed it, right, Bill?
Right.
That's why we didn't care about keeping our audio correct, because we're like, all right, we'll just release what we can release. No one's going to watch it anyway, and if people are like, no, we love it. You're like, fuck!
God damn it.
Shit!
Yeah.
We fucked up towards the end, guys. We're so sorry.
Oh, you know that video that we made of me throwing money at you while you were dancing? I was thinking, like, you should have been up on here while you were, because like that would have been like
of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah, like,
of course.
Well, you knock.
Oh, that's so silly.
Knocking all over the Lego pieces, though. You fucking.
Well, so would a Nordic dancing woman.
Yeah, you should knock over like this little peg right here on the table.
It is crazy that there's no because you know, like in Conan Exiles, there's like little dancing ladies, buxomy dancing ladies that like follow you around. They're like spirit. They're like.
They got their tits out.
I don't think they're out, but they have clothing on, but the tits are very titty.
If you
start a lot of bouncing, a lot of moving.
If you start as a woman, you have your tits out.
Really?
Yeah, your boobies are just.
Wow, it might be.
Just showing.
That might be reason to. Is that YouTube say? You gotta blur that on the tube, I'd imagine.
You can just label it as like.
NSF.
No, like informative. It's for learning purposes.
Oh, true. Yeah. Learn about tits.
This is what a breast looks like. Children.
Huge day for me in sex ed.
Yeah. You can actually post like this is a stretching informative video and like just be naked and
Are you is that right?
Yeah, you can find
those are on the tube?
You can find nudity on YouTube. It's the way that you label it that they can't really do it. It's like a loophole. It's like
yoga naked?
Yeah, it's like how fucking rich people write off like sketchy transactions with artwork. It's like, yeah, well, I owe you $10 million. I can't just send that to you, so I'm gonna sell you a fucking piece of a banana taped to a wall for fucking $10 million. And then
that's very true. Leonardo DiCaprio for Wolf of Wall Street.
And write it off.
He got gifted instead of getting paid for the movie, he got gifted a painting that whenever they found out that all the money for the movie was fraudulent, he gave the painting back. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
In court. He like walked in court and he was like, here you go. They were like, no, we'll go through. He's like, fuck that. I don't want any part of this goofy shit. Take the painting. I don't need money. I'm Leonardo DiCaprio.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Wow, we may have to talk about that. I ain't gonna lie. We shouldn't do it on here because we don't want to reveal secrets.
Right.
Wow. I didn't know there was nudity on the two. I mean, every now and again you get the latent nip slip. Every now and again you get a flippant nip slip.
Oh, yeah, Janet Jackson.
Well, she got hers pulled. She actually just got her tits pulled out.
How
Justin
was
Timberlake just basically pulled her tits out.
It's
crazy.
It's weird how like that was a thing that wasn't supposed to happen.
I remember my teachers talking about it in school.
Yeah.
Like it was a headline of headlines.
Justin Timberlake rips Janet Jackson's tits out in the Super Bowl. It's like,
yeah, it was crazy.
It's like, how was that? How did nobody know that was gonna, like, I mean, was her tits supposed to be covered with something?
I just don't. I think that probably I've never performed on stage or whatever, but I imagine that there's a lot going on, a lot of action. You're in the Super Bowl halftime show. It's very powerful, and then you might maybe they may have discussed like, hey, do this move, like touch me during this part, and he's like, okay. And then just got a little errant with it and let a finger dig in and popped her. It didn't pop out. It was a nip slip.
Yeah.
It was like a very quick little. You've seen it. I mean, it's just a quick little dip down.
Well, that's about an hour, and you want to just work with that because we don't want to go too long.
It's been an hour?
Yeah, you don't want to just go too long and then, have to edit a whole. Well, you're not going to really edit much, but
I'll cut up.
Wow. I'll send it to you.
All right, gang.
Yeah.
We're going to call it. There's the bass. Hope you like it.
Yeah.
You better.
Or
joking.
Yeah. Or yeah. I don't have anything funny to say right now.
Say
balls.
We're gonna figure out a funny call off, send off right here. We're gonna go This is really typical. This is like in Major League 2. This is like in Major League 2 whenever the announcer leaves and he just leaves the one guy and the guy's just like, it's hit and it's caught. This should be just how it ends.
Yeah.
Just don't say anything for a couple just right there. Dead.
That's perfect.
Yeah, it is. Okay.